It's your girl Monica and welcome back to Off Duty with Mo. So today in this video what I'm going to talk about are 5 key ways that I believe are very important when it comes to staying productive. Most of us wear several different hats, so that means that we have to practice good time management. If we want to accomplish certain things every day, we have to make sure that we allocate enough time to complete each task that we need to get done. And with that, it can get kind of discouraging if you feel like, oh, well, I don't have enough time, or I just have too many things to do. So these tips that I'm going to go over are tips that have personally helped me in staying productive. All right, so tip number 1. I know that there's a lot of emphasis on the early bird gets the worm, waking up early, but I feel like there's not enough emphasis on waking up early and actually going ahead and getting your day started. A lot of the times when we wake up early, we spend an extra 15, 20, 30 extra minutes laying in bed, scrolling through our phones, or just, laying there thinking. And it's just unproductive. So tip number 1 is don't just get up early. Get your day started early. The earlier you get certain things done, that's the less that's on your plate later on that day. The less that will be on your mind that you didn't do when you go to sleep that night. The less that you have to worry about getting completed the next day or later on in the week or in the month or however long. So when you wake up early, go ahead and get a jump start on whatever it is you need to do. Do your personal hygiene, have you a quick breakfast, and go ahead and jump right into whatever it is that you need to get done. With waking up early, that means you need to go to sleep at a decent time the night before. Now, this is not a tip. This is just an extra piece of information. When you go to sleep at a decent time and actually wind down and get your rest, it becomes easier and easier to wake up early. Now, for me personally, I have been waking up on the dot 6:15, 6:30 for a very long time. Even before I joined the military. I have a younger sister who I used to help get ready for school in the morning. So as soon as she started going to school, I've been waking up early. Over the past couple years, as soon as I wake up, I go ahead and get things done. Now, a couple friends have called me grandma and everything like that because I'll be out at like 9:30 in the morning. Oh, I gotta get this done. I gotta do this. But hey, it works for me and that's what I'm going to stick to. Okay, tip number 2. Tip number 2 is to take time to meditate or pray. Meditating or praying helps to keep you calm. It helps to keep you focused, and it helps to put things in perspective for you as well. It's very important that you take that time to just soothe yourself and clear your mind of anything that may be clouding it. You are going to need all of your energy for that day in order to complete whatever is on your list to complete. So when you have time, preferably in the morning, doing it at night is perfect as well because it also helps you wind down so that you can get that good night's sleep that you need so that you can wake up early the next morning. Me personally, I spend time meditating in the morning and I meditate at night. Every morning I wake up, I say a prayer, thanking God that I'm here. Every day that I'm granted on this earth, somebody else was not, and I need to be grateful for that. I have another opportunity to be better, to develop myself and accomplish anything that I set my mind to. At night, before I go to sleep, I make sure to pray and thank God that I've made it home safely, that, I was able to accomplish whatever I needed in the day, and to take time to wind down. Putting meditation into practice has really helped center my energy. There's certain things that I just don't pay attention to anymore because they're not feeding my spirit, and meditation has been a key player in me being able to do that. Okay, tip number 3 is to plan your day. I cannot stress how important planning things out is. Now, I want to be clear, even when you plan things, it doesn't mean that that's how it's going to work out. However, having guidelines and, procedures and, kind of a roadmap dedicated to you being able to get from point A to point B to your end destination is very, very important. So what does that mean? That means setting aside time for your top priorities. I want to emphasize that just because you are busy, it does not mean that you are being productive. You can have 10,000 things to do on your plate, and it's all cute and everything to say, oh, I'm busy, or I got this to do, I got that to do. It means nothing if you are actually not getting it done. When you're planning your day, it's very important that you write things down. I understand a lot of us want to think that we can remember things off the dome, and hey, that's cool. Me, I'm getting older. I need to write things down. Now I realized even when I was younger, I made lists. I like to see what it is that I have to do. So for years, I've been buying planners and journals and notebooks and things like that just so that I could write things down to stay on track. So that may be something that you need to do, is get yourself a journal or a planner, something that you can write things down. Heck, some sticky notes if it works. So I'm going to show you guys my planner. Now, when I say that this is my planner, I mean this is the planner that I created and I sell. It's called the Life Designer. I know that there are several people who enjoy, using planners and things like that in order to stay organized. This planner that I designed is specific towards African American women. It helps encourage healthy multitasking and also provides information about other Black women throughout history to provide inspiration to keep on going towards your goals. And I'm going to share a couple things that are in here. So inside, I do have some possible uses for the planner and some tips, and also a couple messages to women. I also have monthly quotes from different African American women who have done great things throughout history. I have birthdays, and I also have specific dates when things were accomplished. Let me give you an example. May 1st, 1950, Gwendolyn Brooks became the first African American woman to receive the Pulitzer Prize for poetry. That's just one fact. I have at least 3 for each month. I also have a section for you to write like monthly goals and an action plan for that. And I also have a celebration page. This celebration page is birthdays of women in this month. In May, there are several different birthdays: Janet Jackson, Patti LaBelle, Betty Shabazz, just to name a few. And I don't just have their names and their birthdays, I also explain who they are in history. For instance, Janet Jackson, she's a singer, songwriter, actress, dancer. Patti LaBelle, singer, songwriter, actress, hailed as the godmother of soul. And Betty Shabazz, she's an educator, civil rights leader, and you also may know her because she's Malcolm X's wife. So there are things within this planner just like that, all of that information for each month. I can go on and on about the information that I put in here, but the main thing that I want to emphasize is it's easy for people to say, oh, go get a planner. But what I will say is you want to get something that speaks to you and can motivate you, because writing things down and then just being like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna do it, and then actually not fulfilling it because you don't have any motivation or inspiration, you still fall in that category of being unproductive. And we're not doing that. It's 2021. We stepping it up, okay? All right, let's move into tip number 4. Tip number 4 is another big one. Find ways to not procrastinate. Ugh. I ain't gonna lie. I feel personally attacked by what I said out my own mouth. I feel personally attacked. Try to find ways to not procrastinate. Try to remember how awful it feels to try and get something done at the last minute, and trigger yourself to go ahead and start doing something as soon as you know you have to do it, whether that's in school, whether that's paying bills. Y'all know y'all be waiting till the last day of the grace period, not the day is due, the last day of the grace period before you get charged a late fee, okay? Don't even front. Yes, procrastination is a huge thing because it's a motivation killer, it's a confidence killer, just all of that. So you feel more productive and you build your confidence and you build your own belief in yourself when you start going ahead and knocking things out. When you say, okay, well, I have this to do, and it has to be done by this date. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and get it done. I'm just go ahead and take care of it. I'm not going to wait until the last minute. I'm not going to keep assuming that I have time to get things done. I'm not going to keep assuming that things are going to fall into place to where, okay, well, you know what? This fell into place for me, so now I got time to do this. Oh, God must be looking out for me. No. Let's stop making those excuses. And whatever methods you have to put into place to, help give yourself that boost, go ahead and do that. All right, now if you have made it this long into the video, we are at tip number 5, and this is my personal favorite. Reward yourself. You did it. Yay! Now, rewarding yourself doesn't mean that you have to run out there and buy yourself, a nice new pair of, YSL shoes or anything like that. It can be something simple like getting yourself your favorite drink at Starbucks, treating yourself to a movie, or anything like that. When you reward yourself, not only does it make you feel like a boss, okay, also it just continues to stimulate you to keep on that path of productivity. So that is the final tip. All right, so that wraps up my 5 tips on staying productive. And like I said, these have personally helped me in adulting because it is hard. I will be sure to leave my information for the Life Designer in the description box if you would like to purchase one or purchase one for a friend. If you enjoyed my 5 tips on staying productive, be sure to like this video, comment, and subscribe.